Hi, I'm Ellen Pompeo, and welcome to Tell Me. Hi, Patty.
Hello, Ellen.
So the story is, Patty just got back from a long trip, and he's been too busy to have lunch or coffee with me. So I wrangled and roped him into this instead.
No, I'm glad it worked out.
So we have our tea.
My coffee, actually. I have my coffee and I'm ready to go.
Okay, so we are out on our coffee date.
Right.
What's up? How was the trip?
The trip was good. I've been on the road since January. I started a pilot in New York in January, went to Rome to finish season 2 of Devils, and then Ireland for Disenchanted. Went to Le Mans. We had it in the fall this year, not in June. And I came back from that experience and then the car show in Munich. And now I'm here for a few days and then off to Maine to do the Dempsey Challenge, which is the fundraising event for the center. And then I'm done for the year. I'm just going to chill out.
Okay, so see, you had very good excuses to keep putting off our lunch date.
Yes.
It's so funny because this morning I was in the shower. Yeah, ready for this? Here it goes. I was in the shower thinking about Patrick Dempsey. There's the clickbait right there. I was in the shower thinking about this conversation with you and thinking about like when's the last time we saw each other, what we talked about, whatever. And I was thinking, it's so funny that I don't know if people know this story, but we actually lived on the same street. Patrick and I, when we did the pilot for Grey's Anatomy, we were actually neighbors and didn't really know each other. I had never met him, but you lived like 10 houses up the street from me.
Curson Avenue. We were living on Curson Avenue. And I bought the house from the woman who owned the house you were renting at the time. That's how small that world was.
But it's really so interesting how when I say like I'm a spiritual person and all that, I truly believe that the people in your orbit are meant to be in your orbit. You know, whether you call that like energy or, you know, like matter finds like matter. Justin Chambers, the same thing. Like I knew Justin well before Grey's Anatomy. I knew him, like we met when we were 25 years old in New York City going out for commercial auditions together. It's so funny how people who are in your orbit are sort of meant to be in your orbit. Some people are meant to be in your orbit for a minute to teach you things and then they get out of your orbit and you don't ever want them in your orbit again.
Certainly with the cast, I think that's a good point that you bring up. I've learned so much from the experience by different relationships with the cast, with Justin, with everybody, that have been some of the best life lessons I've ever had in my life. And because of the concentrated intensity of the experience, of all of it, it really has been a blessing in so many ways because you start to look at the good, the bad, and the ugly, and we're here to refine ourselves and to improve. And it was really something that we've all kind of lived through together, this amazing journey. You're still in the process of it. But when you go back and you revisit or you talk to Justin, like I spoke to him a little bit when I was in Europe, we were trying to get together, there was something there that was quite special where you're like, yeah, it's like this soul that's coming through to help you through this process, to improve and to evolve. And it's quite interesting, isn't it?
Yeah, I think that only we can understand what this journey has been. And we are the only ones who truly understand it and each other. And we've all come through it with a tremendous amount of forgiveness and love for each other.